High school football media day. Every team in St. Clair County plus Leeds, and we have one more to go. Buffalo Wild Wings is the site. We've had a lot of people stop by. We appreciate this. And we have one more team to go. It's a team we're very familiar with, obviously the Pell City Panthers. But first, let us thank the house here, Buffalo Wild Wings and Sean O'Brien. Also want to thank Athletics Director for the county schools, Wayne Trucks. He was here for all of their schools. And we have one more to go after we thank our sponsors. AmFirst, America's First Credit Union. Also Bobcat of Gadsden. CarQuest in Odenville, also known as the Man Store. CMP Talladega Marksmanship Park. Coosa Valley Mortgage. Rates are great right now. That's Vic Cook and his staff. Jeff State Community College. Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop, every location, and McSweeney Automotive, your home for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
All right, a couple other sponsors. Want to thank Wood Surfside Marina down there on Rabbit Branch Road. Wind South Credit Union, St. Clair County Sheriff Billy Murray, St. Clair County Farmers Co-op in Asheville and in Pell City, the St. Clair County District Attorney Lyle Harmon, St. Clair County Commission, thanks to the Commission for helping us get here, Buffalo Wild Wings, State Farm Agent Bart Perry in Pell City, Planet Nutrition in Pell City, and Metro Bank, many locations across St. Clair County, as we bring in the Pell City Panthers, as, of course, for, I think, since 1976, live on Friday nights, you've been able to hear Pell City Panther football on 94.1 FM The River. Last year we started some video. This year we'll do it again here with the Panthers. You just heard us with Coach Clements in Springville. We'll have a dual crew doing Pell City and Springville on Friday nights. But we are talking some Pell City Panther football now. And by golly, where you been, Coach, man? Come on, I've missed you the past 6 or 7 months or whatever.
COVID. Yeah, it's been.
Let me get that mic closer.
Okay.
There we go.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been different. You know, we've still been, you know, rotating some things around and making sure we're taking care of everything we need to on that. But we've been in and out, but we're back in the groove now. We're back in that summer grind, and it's been good so far.
Coach Wayne Lee, the head football coach for the Pell City Panthers, as we're broadcasting live on social media, Facebook and YouTube, 94.1 FM The River, the 8th of the 8 schools that we have here today at Buffalo Wild Wings. And all right, so you've done some passing camps and you've got a little practice. You've been able to see the guys a little bit. What's it looking like this year? I've
been happy with what I've seen so far. You know, in the summertime, we're coaching effort and trying to get the kids to learn. And, you know, I'm sure you'll have some questions in a minute. You know, we've got 2 new coordinators. So there's been a lot of learning going on also. And really excited to have those 2 guys, Logan Colafrancisco over on offense and Jason Simmons over on defense. Really excited to have those guys on board now, and they're busting their tails every single day out there, getting their systems taught and everything. And so it's been good, but it's been a little bit different on the kids because there's been a lot more learning going on. Everything's kind of new to them. So, but it's you know, it's been good.
How much extra preparation when you have not 1 but 2 brand new coordinators on the kids that are just teenagers?
Yeah, it's a bunch. It's a bunch, and these 2 sitting right here, they've had to do some dual work right there also. But, yeah, it's a lot of work. But, I mean, you know, it's kind of the situation. I mean, you know, you got to have your best 11 on the field, and sometimes it's, you know, guys learning more than one position. And so.
How much of a, like, you know, code word change? Is it same across the board in football? If you're a fan in the stands and you hear somebody like, you know, what was it, Omaha, that Peyton Manning was yelling, or is it kind of the same, or is, this guy's way different from this guy? I got to get the playbook out.
Yeah, well, there's only so many things you can do, and different words mean the same thing at different places, you know. But yeah, it's you know, a lot of times on defense here, especially the guys we've been in a system for about 6 or 7 years on defense, and we're still real similar. But some of the names are different, so a lot of times when we're telling the kids that, hey, we're doing this year, we just refer back to it. You know, hey, it's just what we called this last year. It's the same thing, just a different word. It's mostly terminology. I mean, you know, like I said, you take receivers, for example. There's only so many routes you can run. I mean, you can't just, they're not making up new routes every day. So, you know, one guy may call it this, one guy may call it that. So it's just the terminology. And the same thing on defense. I mean, we'll still be a base 3-4 defense. We're just doing some different stuff out of it with Jason coming over from Oxford.
Talk about the 2 guys you brought with you.
Oh, yeah, we got Kentrell Borden over here. Kentrell's going to fill a lot of spots on the depth chart when y'all get it this year for this right here. You're going to see him at wide receiver. You're going to see him at kick returner. You're going to see him at DB. You know, so he's going to fill a lot of spots on that depth chart. And Drew Drew's our Mike backer. Been there. This be his second year to start here. Played a lot for us, and he's going to be the guy that makes the defense run for us.
All right, let's talk to the guys a little bit. Kentrell, we'll start with you, the senior wide receiver, defensive back, kind of like the gardening tool. You can use it kind of wherever you want. How are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing. Come on, man. Give me some volume like you're on the football field. Talk about playing for the Panthers. Your senior year, you have been starter for several years for the Panthers, and talk about Pell City and talk about Coach Lee and what you like about it.
Pell City is a great community. I came here about 4 years ago from Birmingham, and everybody was they greeted me with open arms. And Coach Lee, he's a good coach. Yeah.
You go ahead and say it. You've been playing offense your whole time here, and you've always seen me over on the other side of the ball.
Yeah. At practice, Coach Lee, he is a little biased towards the defensive side.
That's a nice way to put it.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So on Fridays, do you have to reintroduce yourself to him?
What about other sports? You do any other sports, Pell
Yes,
City?
sir. I play baseball.
What position?
Pretty much anywhere in the outfield.
What's your favorite position you play? Center?
Center, yes, sir.
Yeah. Why center?
Because you're the coordinator of the outfield.
Mm-hmm. How's your bat?
I blunt. That's all. That's about it. I blunt.
Because you use your wheels, right?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Hey, Adam, real quick, while you got him on mic, what we want to do, and it's going to be a lot of fun for you as well, calling the play-by-play. If we can hold them on third down, I have a little tip that says we could be deadly on punt returns.
Wait,
Somebody fill in the blank there.
That's you, Kentrell.
Wait,
Yeah.
what happened?
Punt
I'm sorry.
return.
Punt returns.
Oh, punt return. That's real scary.
For the other team, we hope, right? Yeah.
It's real scary, but somebody got to do it.
How many? We're not going to see any fair catches out of you this year, are we?
Oh, no.
No, man, come on. Just hang in there and take it 80 the other way.
Yes, sir.
Drew Sisson, a junior linebacker. How are you, man?
Pretty good. How about you?
You see his hair when he got in here? That's some solid hair right there.
Good hair.
Yeah. Linebacker, I remember the first time. When did you get here?
Moved here at the end of my 8th grade year.
Yeah, I remember Coach Huff. First time I saw you, he said, "Hey, man, that cat right there is a 8th grader." Or 9th grader. I was like, holy moly, he's going to have some good size when he gets a little older. So, Drew, playing linebacker, what you like about playing that position?
Just like the physicality and being able to move around, make tackles, and drop back, get an interception or something. But just fun, man.
You ever think about playing the offense? You ever go to Coach Lee, say, hey, I can be a fullback. Let me get that yard.
Nah, offense coordinator. He's like, you got to play some offense for us a little bit. I was like, yeah.
Really? Come on, man. 4th down, goal to go on the 1 yard line. Game's on it, and they call number 11.
Yeah, run the ball, get a yard, touchdown.
There you go.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
So no fullback this year?
A little fullback.
All right.
Yeah.
What about any other sports?
I just play football.
What do you do outside of high school?
Just work out, have fun with friends, get swole.
Get swole. Hey, explain to the old man in the end what get swole means.
What does that mean?
I mean, just getting jacked, get your veins popping.
Wait. Now you got to explain what getting jacked mean.
It's all the same stuff,
I knew Jack.
He was a good
Got
guy.
a beanstalk, right?
Yeah, exactly. Kentrell, what about you outside of football and sports and everything outside of school?
I like to fish and work out. That's pretty much all I do.
You go fishing on a boat where?
Usually I go to ponds.
Do you?
Do you
sir.
swole and jack as well?
Yes, sir.
I just want to make sure everybody's swollen and jacking, right?
Yeah.
We're talking with the Pell City Panthers here, the 8th and final team here at the 2021 St. Clair County High School Football Media Day. All the other 7 teams you can go back and watch if you want to see any of those. Of course, you're home for Pell City Panther football since 1976 right here on 94.1 FM The River.
Looking at the schedule, Coach, same as last year, just, sort of flip-flopped. We lost a home game, or maybe just one, right, because of COVID.
Well, actually 3. The situation, the first 2, the state came with the rule that if you had COVID and you had to forfeit, then you had to return the game the next year. So the first 2, Arab and Calera, we had to do that. So we got to go back down there. But from a financial standpoint, we get half the gate. And then on the other end, I didn't know this until, matter of fact, Coach Bell called me from Scottsboro. Scottsboro forfeited to us. So they were supposed to come to us this year, but we made up a game in their place last year when it was Crossville. And so we did get a home game out of that. So now we've got to travel back up there. But then again, we do get half the gate also on that one. So financially, it's not that bad. I just hate that we don't get to play more in Pete Rich this year.
Yeah.
So,
Only 4 scheduled. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, and it's it's the state, the rules, the COVID, everything. I mean, it's just we just got to deal with it and move on.
Yeah, this second half of that season, we're pretty much on the road. The second half. Really.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I think Springville's week 6 or 7 or something like that. That's the last home game, and that's senior night early on, in the year right there. But it was, it's just it just fell that way. Couldn't do a lot about it.
And Pell City will open up a jamboree game at Corner, and then hit it running 3 straight to open up the season at home with Leeds coming in. That's going to be a big one. There's going to be a lot of people at that football game.
Yeah, I think that's a great game for us to open up with. And I think the jamboree at Corner is going to be super beneficial. We haven't had one in the past now. We've sat there at the first game last year and the year before and the year before that and everything and looked and said, and if we had some film against, some live action out there, we'd have been able to fix this and fix that going in. So now we're going to have the jamboree, and I think that's going to be huge for us. And it's we kind of talked to the coach up there. The way we set it up, I think it's going to be really good for the older guys and the younger guys. We're going to play a full half and take a short halftime, and then we're going to come out. And basically both coaching staffs got a lot of new people up there. They're completely new, and I've got 2 new coordinators. Both teams are going to get a possession to start the second half with their starting guys. So you'll have a chance to make you some halftime adjustments and stuff like that before the first game, and then we're going to shut it down after that and then play a big 20-minute game, quarter, whatever you want to call it, with the young guys.
I was looking at the schedule, and it made its way around social media quite a bit a week or 2 ago, something like that. And, of course, you got the homecoming. You've got senior night. What the crap is an extravaganza? I don't know what that is.
I don't know. I'm responsible for homecoming and senior night, and then everybody else gets everything else on there.
I was like, what? Because we were talking about it in the air. It said extravaganza next to whoever it is we're playing.
I'm pretty sure that's all the little league teams and little league cheerleaders and everybody will be there that night. I'm pretty sure that's.
And that's a great night. They all
it is.
Get out the field,
yes.
It's pretty.
Yeah,
cool.
we have little kids in black and gold running around everywhere that night.
Yeah. Talk about some of the. Of course, you brought Kentrell and Drew. Talk about some of the other key players.
He was sitting out here just a minute ago. Big Quentin going to definitely be a key for us this year at running back right there. Big kid. We've had him now full year, weight room and everything, and he's dropped about 15 pounds, muscled up, looks real good right now. He's going to be important to us on the offensive side. Defensively, up front, how that folds out right there is going to be real important. The back 7 is set. I mean, it's very experienced right there, and also that front 3, how that falls into place and everything is going to be, and we're really looking for Hunter Otwell to step it up for us last year. Played a good bit towards the end as a freshman for us last year, made some big plays and stuff. So we're really looking for him to step up in that spot, and then Dedrick Scott up front.
And again, we'll be broadcasting these on Facebook and YouTube, the audio and video of these Pell City Panther games, which I think is awesome. It's like, you can watch it in Dallas, Texas, if you like. And just like last year, going to be doing that again with Adam and Lance on the call. I think a great addition to our football broadcast here at the River. And I hope the kids are excited about that, too.
Yeah, and it helps me out tremendously. Now my 81-year-old dad's not waiting for me after the game to tell me what I did wrong. I just have to wait till the phone call on Saturday morning.
But it's a quick phone call, right?
Yeah, it doesn't take long on Saturday morning.
There are 2 things every guy knows, coaching football and barbecuing.
Yeah.
Hey, you're speaking about your dad. Your dad's 81. My dad's 85 this weekend. You're old. I was look. I mean, there's no other way to put it. And I wouldn't tell any other coach that came here you're old. I mean, I love Coach Lee. I mean, you've been here forever. This is your 4th year as head coach?
Yes.
You've been here through several other head coaches, longtime head coach at Pinson Valley.
Yes.
But I was looking back. All right, so you've been a head coach through 4 decades.
Yes.
4 decades.
Yes.
So through the 90s, the 2000s, the teens, and now we're into the 20s. So
yes.
You ever think about that?
Unfortunately, yes. Every morning when I wake up, it gets a little tougher every day, but
little slower.
Yeah.
Hey, what is it? Seriously, going back to some of your first teams in the 90s, early 2000s, as opposed to today's society. What's some of the differences as far as being a coach and the players?
Wow. Even and it, like you said, that is a long time and everything, but really, it's really over a span of 27, 28 years, which it really doesn't seem that much long. But there's so much more for these kids to do now as opposed to even back then. It's they've got video games at the house, and one of the things I've noticed over the course of time as we move forward now, when I was at McAdory back, I don't know how many ever years ago it was, 23, 24 years ago, my first duty was I had student parking lot duty. I mean, there was a significant difference in the student parking lot and the teacher's parking lot. Nowadays, there's no telling. I mean, some of the kids, these cars these kids drive and stuff now, it's just different. There's so much more for them to do now, and used to, you had your extracurriculars at school, and that's what you did. If whether you were football or baseball or band or whatever, I mean, that's what you did, and that's all you did. And now there's so much more going on.
I think we should feed them some salt tablets again.
Yeah, see, there's you a difference right there too.
And no water.
There's you a huge difference. As a matter of fact, and I'm not going to mention the school or whatever, but we went to a 7-on-7 Tuesday, and it was, we played in the morning, we ate lunch, we played in the afternoon. It's smoking hot out there, and everything. And their coach, you're responsible for bringing your own water. He said, "Heck, we don't need any water." I'm like, really, I mean, it's. And it's not. It's funny for us to laugh right here, but then it's not when you have one go down.
Yeah.
I mean, then it's not funny at all anymore. So, we do put them plenty of water out there.
Well, Coach, man, look, we appreciate you coming and always have a good time whenever I sit down with you, whether it's here or Fieldhouse or whatever. Looking forward to another great season of Pell City football here on 94.1 The River. Appreciate you bringing Kentrell and Drew. Thanks for coming, guys.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We're hoping we're calling your names out a whole lot this year. Kentrell, especially you, man, on punt returns.
Yes, sir.
Hey, look, I don't want to see this, all right? I don't want to see that on a punt return.
None.
Yeah. So good to have the guys here. And, Coach, man, we appreciate you.
Thank you for having us. This is great. I mean, this is, get these kids some exposure here. I mean, I hate it. We kind of fall outside the big media markets, and so you doing this right here is really, we appreciate it tremendously. Getting these kids out there, getting them on, the Facebook Live and all, where people can see them and all now. So that's really nice that y'all do this every year, and we certainly appreciate it.
Coach, Adam told me this was big media.
Okay, I'll go with population size. Birmingham, Mobile, Montgomery, that kind of stuff right there. We'll go with that then.
Hey, you can watch this on Facebook and YouTube from now on. Want to thank Coach Wayne Lee bringing the players. And, again, we'll be covering Pell City Panther football on the radio and on the social media, YouTube, all of the games that are humanly possible. And it may be all of them this year, right?
Possibly,
We're thinking
hopefully,
so on that medium as well. And this will wrap up our media day for this year. I want to thank Buffalo Wild Wings and Sean and everybody that came out to support the players, some moms and dads and the coaches. And now it's a lot of work between here and kickoff, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, again, you're home for Pell City Panther football right here, home and away, live on the River, and the live stream as well is WFHK 94.1 FM, the River. That's going to wrap it up. All 8 teams from across the county here at the 2021 St. Clair County High School Football Media Day. Again, thanks to all of our great sponsors. If you know any of them, please let them know that you appreciate them helping us get out here and do all this with the kids and get the coaches out here and get a little excitement as we're about 5 weeks away-ish from high school football here in the state of Alabama. That's going to wrap it up. Hey, thanks to Alan and Tiffany as well doing our camera work. You can't see them, but they're back there doing a great job, and we appreciate you all. Yay!
And we couldn't do a lot of this without David Birmingham, part of the team, and Lance and Mitch back at the studios, just a whole crew, and Scott Elliott that helps us get all of this out, talking to Coach. Scott's always like, if we're losing at the half, what do I say? Say it quickly.
Well, no, usually at halftime he says, hey, what do you need to fix, or what are you doing good?
That's about right. Yeah, KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. That's the question. Yeah. That'll wrap it up again. Thanks to everybody who participated and came out, and thanks to all of our great sponsors as well. That's going to wrap it up from the 2021 high school football